Stage Karen, driver of the #8 Comfort Revolution Big Machine Records Chevrolet. Scott, we'll go ahead and start with you. You obviously have two very big artists on these two gentlemen's cars this weekend. Tell us a little bit about how this opportunity came about in the first place.
Yeah, absolutely. We've been working with Chip Ganassi Racing since 2012, and the opportunity to have Taylor on Tony's car this weekend just really culminates in so much attention for Taylor, and with her big show at Ford Field tonight, it was the perfect opportunity to really make a lot of noise about the 1989 tour and everything that's happening with Taylor. She's become the biggest pop artist in the world.
Tony, as Scott just mentioned, Taylor Swift making her big concert tonight in Detroit at Ford Field. What's it like for you having Taylor Swift on your car? Obviously a very famous artist. You've gotten a lot of attention for it through national
and he
media.
Looks good in the light blue, don't you think?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, okay, obviously, first of all, it's my relationship with Scott and Mark and the Big Machines. Even before they sponsored me, we were friends way back when they won the race with Dan, and I've always appreciated what they've done, not just on their day-to-day business, but in racing. So for me, the second kick is that really the kid here right beside me loves Taylor, and I get to drive the car, so that's another prank that I pulled on him this month. And you know,
Sage was so mad that
oh,
he didn't get the
I've never seen, he was actually more mad about this than actually his pink Camaro. So it's an honor, to be honest. I think you know, I'm not as young as Sage, but I've listened to her songs and how popular she is, and it was amazing that you know, she was willing to do that, especially with me, one of the older guys in the series. But I think my fan base, if you look in the past 10 years, I related a lot with kids, and you know, half of her demographic as far as fans are teenagers and kids. So I think we achieved a lot of things this weekend, bringing more people to watch IndyCar, to be honest, just by having that car. And we can take Taylor and Scott enough for that. So I'm excited. I have a full outfit here, and we're going to try to make it fast.
Sage, you didn't get Taylor on your car. However, you do have another amazing group, Rascal Flats, on your car, who will be playing, I believe, at the WYCD Hoedown next week in June 6th here in Detroit. A very big group as well. How cool is that for you as somebody who's also in that demographic to have a group like that on your car?
Yeah, well, it's you know, it's funny because when they first came out with Tony's car, a lot of people tweeted me saying, "Is this payback for what he did?" And I'm like, no, absolutely not. I would do anything to have Taylor on the side of my cars. But no, it's cool having Rascal Flats ride along this weekend. I love this partnership with Big Machine. It's a really amazing partnership, and you get to meet so many cool artists and so many people in the music industry, and it's a whole other world over there. And you know, I love it, and I'm just starting to get used to it. And you know, every weekend it seems like I have a new artist on my car, and in Indy I had about 4 or 5 artists on my car. So you know, I got to meet some cool people there, and you know, I'm looking forward to the future and see what other ones get on there.
Now, both of you will be racing next weekend at the Hoedown, but are any of you getting to go to the concert tonight?
Sage's got to go to bed because he's 19. I'm going 20, sorry. Not even 21 yet, so I'll be there. So I'll obviously be tweeting and send Sage some pictures. We'll take a selfie, me and Taylor tonight.
They actually said I can't go. It's because it's a doubleheader weekend, it's my bedtime. They actually, yeah.
The rookie pranking continues. Any questions from the media center? Bruce.
Say the fact that you and Taylor are both from Pennsylvania, I mean, have you kind of followed her career even when you were much younger?
Not when I was super young, but you know, when her name was starting to come about and stuff, and I started looking into her, I mean, she only grew up like 20-30 minutes away from me, so that was really cool to see, you know, another small town kind of person come out and make it big, you know, because I was always used to the Andretti's and stuff, and now you get Taylor Swift, who's probably the most popular girl in the world right now.
Tim.
Yeah, for both of you guys, I talked to you about this in Indy, Sage, about getting into that demographic, that young group. Tony, do you feel like this is one of those steps you guys definitely need to make in this series to start attracting the millennials, or whatever you call them?
Definitely, I think we have well-established fans already. You know, the old timers and the people that watch IndyCar, they're already watching it. And then Tim, you can just look what happened this weekend since we started and announced this thing on Friday. It's been crazy. I mean, the amount of followers I gained, the amount of people that have been talking about. We made the Sports Center. You know, we died to make it to Sports Center, and all of a sudden we're in Sports Center. And so for sure, I think the exposure is out there, and it's unbelievable. And again, I can't stress that we can't thank her enough to be able to provide us this, and obviously through Scott and Mark, that you know, hopefully they will watch the Taylor Swift car. Hopefully they will ask for more Taylor Swift cars, and I get to race.
Yes.
In the spirit of the proceedings, you know, Taylor Swift did that video where she went after that guy's Cobra, with the golf club for not doing well. Tony, if you don't win,
I'm afraid. I'm definitely afraid. So here's the thing. Tonight when I get to the concert, if we don't do well this afternoon, I have an excuse that I got another one tomorrow. And then tomorrow I just, she'll be gone by then. So she's going to have to fight me.
Any other questions? Yes.
Right behind you. Scott, when you were approached to participate in this, how did you feel? How were you approached, and what's your overall thought of the partnership, I guess you should say?
It was really kind of the opposite. We were knocking down the door to be part of this team because I'm a huge racer, grew up racing. My brother Mark and I, who Tony has referenced, who's in the audience with my wife. It's part of the DNA. I mean, Big Machine Records has a race car in its logo. So it was a situation, an opportunity to really take our entertainment platform, combine it with this entertainment platform, and very selfishly, I love racing, so I'm always looking for opportunities to bring a younger audience in, and I thought if you look at how great this product is, the race last week was fantastic, and I think the more we can turn on this generation to IndyCar racing, the more healthy it's going to be. And you have great young drivers, you have great young artists who are interested in it, and so it was us knocking down the door to be part of this team.
And we'll take one more quick question from Bruce.
Tony, combining this with the fact that the ratings went up last week with the Indy 500, the crowd was up, do you sense momentum?
Big time. I think that's the times that we have the opportunity to grow. So IndyCar is in a high. We had if you look back at the Indy 500, right, we had such a negative vibe during that week, and that actually I think was a positive thing because people turned the TV on to watch the race, and we turned out, we put a really good show together, so we gained some viewers. We had haters, now we have viewers, and then it's the same thing here. Another race on ABC, their demographic, it's quite big, so hopefully we'll keep riding that wave and keep growing IndyCar.
Well, because of our updated schedule, these gentlemen have driver intros in less than an hour. So
and I have a show to go tonight, so I gotta go.
You have to be ready for the concert, absolutely. Thank you for your time. Good luck this weekend.
never gonna live
Oh, yes, great. That's fine. Keep this rolling here quick.
Excuse me, media. IMSA announcement. The driver of the number 58 car,